All right, bro. We live, bro.
Oh yeah, let's
We
go.
live and we're here. It's been a minute. Welcome to the Triple Threat Culture Podcast. I'm your co-host, QtheGuru.
What up and welcome in. I'm Zay, the executive producer here.
Yo,
And we ready.
we ready, man. Thank y'all for your patience and your support. And to kick things off, we got a question for y'all, bro. And the question is, what's the best classic black sitcom?
You can go a lot of ways with this, Q. Man.
This is a good question, man. And based on who you are, bro, this may, as in my case, it got me kicked out of the black circles, bro, because of my answer. Because it's like, man, you didn't say this? So, I don't know, man. I might get a lot of flack for what I think, but I don't know, bro. You go ahead, man. What do you think is the best?
Man. I had to really think about it for a second, and also you have to think about what kind of shows are considered sitcoms, because they could include cartoons if you think about it. But
yeah, that's a good point. You could.
I can name a couple, but for me, and this is to me, I'm gonna clarify this: me, not this is what everybody should think. For me, the best classic black sitcom, and I'm judging this off of comedy, storylines, rewatchability. If you're talking about like 90s, 2000s, or 80s, even older, rewatchability is a big thing. And this one never fails me, bro. I think you're gonna probably be able to understand my sentiment. But the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is just it has its moments where it's not as I guess competitive with the other ones. But when you talk about comedy, when you talk about the story, you talk about each character, each actor in their role, 9 out of 10 at least for me. So Fresh Prince of Bel-Air to me is my number one. And it's hard because there's so many out there, but Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, I can literally still today watch that and get the same laughs I got the first time I watched it, bro. So that's mine.
Bro, I had a whole conversation with Raquel about this too, bro. At first, when I had a conversation, I went the route of Fresh Prince as well, because I thought Fresh Prince was I agree with the rewatchability and everything. Shout out to Bel Air, which is the revamped version of it. That mug is good, bro. Although it's not really a sitcom, it's more of a drama. But yeah, then it came up most people would pick Martin over Fresh Prince, and that's valid. And Martin, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Martin's stupid, bro. It's funny, and that's the thing too. What are you looking for in the sitcom? Are you looking just for a laugh out loud funny? Because I'll admit, 10 times out of 10, Martin's gonna be way funnier than Fresh Prince. That's just a show. That just show itself. But Fresh Prince offers you a little bit more lessons type stuff than Martin.
Yeah.
I got to throw some more just different sitcoms out there, Different World, classic. Shout out to HBCUs, black colleges. That's always great. It's tough what's going on now, but the Cosby Show was that Hallmark type show, but due to recent events, you're not gonna do that the same.
Yeah, for sure.
So, but you just mentioned cartoons. I ain't gonna lie, Boondocks for me is because I ain't think about cartoons, but as far as rewatchability, I can rewatch Boondocks all the time. And it hits you with the funny and some of the behind the what is actually saying, messages type stuff. So
Boondocks.
Shout out to our people though, man. We got a lot of stuff out there,
For sure, man. I think it's just so many great ones. I know you just mentioned Martin and the Boondocks.
Yeah. For me, I would say Boondocks. I was literally rewatching Boondocks like not too long ago, bro.
Yeah, Boondocks gave us so many classic moments. It's super funny. Great voice acting. Regina Hall, man, the best.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to Pops. You know what I mean?
Yo, they were rebooting it. Then we lost Pops, man.
It's different,
John
bro.
Witherspoon was different. So
John Witherspoon just literally made of funny energy. Like he's literally the embodiment of funny comedy. You know what I mean? Before we move on, like I was thinking about that too. Like with I always hear the debate is Fresh Prince and Martin, and this is my thing that I'm like actively thinking about it. I feel like there's a nostalgia effect for both of them. Obviously, 90s kind of like classic and kind of their own like entities and just staples in our community. But this is my thing when I think about like those two shows specifically. Obviously, I feel like Martin has he's just roasting Gina and Tommy and the whole crew the whole time, right? And it's crazy funny. But as now, like rewatchability, I think is a big key for me, because when I rewatch Fresh Prince, obviously it's not tailored for like the adult comedy of like a Martin type of situation, right? But there's this other like aspect of it for me, like as a kid it's funny, but also as an adult I find it funny. When I rewatch Martin's, and I've recently started rewatching Martin again too as an adult, I'm looking at some of the stuff and it's obviously written a certain way so that they can like make a certain point. Like I'm just looking at certain stuff and certain jokes and I'm like, man, this is so let me see, make sure I use the right word here. Misogynistic sometimes. I'm like, bro. It was like I remember the episode where
everything's different, bro.
It's different, of course. It was a different era for sure, but I feel like it's kind of like as I rewatch, I'm like, oh, that's kind of cringe, because this is that couldn't fly in today's age. But I feel like Fresh Prince had a lot more stuff that would fly today. You know what I mean? But I still think it's like staple in our community. I love Martin, don't get me wrong. I just feel like that's a big part of it when I think about it now as an adult.
Yeah, I hear you. Other thing too about some of the older sitcoms, they have only certain references in that time period. Like some stuff is references. I gotta like look it up. Like that's why I thought you were going with it first. But of course, man, like time, society where we are now, of course it's gonna be different. And certain jokes you say back then ain't gonna fly now. So
yeah,
they ain't gonna say this stuff on TV.
For sure.
That's what talking about Martin reboot. I'm like, I don't know if it's gonna work, bro. One, we lost another actor with that, bro. Rest in peace. Mm-hmm. And then just I don't know, bro. Like you said, the content is just different, bro. It's different.
Yeah. I feel like certain shows couldn't like easily translate to today's age because of just the style and content. So
yeah.
It's part of it.
Definitely. But again, shout out to a lot of these classic shows, though, man. Even go back even further, bro. Like Sanford and Son, Jefferson's 227. I've seen all these, bro. What's happening?
Yeah. I was about to say really old. Amen. I don't know if you
remember. I remember Amen, bro. Yeah.
Good times.
Good times.
Yeah.
You know what?
It was honestly that was like
I would.
Movements in our like in entertainment for Black people. So gotta shout out Good Times.
The only thing about Good Times is like the first 2 seasons for me, but after that it's like it's kind of ever since dude Pops gone, it's like they had some good moments here and there, but it's but the first 2 seasons for sure, like yeah, man. What y'all think? What's the best classic sitcom? for me right now, I'm going more so with the Boondocks right now because I ain't think about the cartoon route and just how funny that movie is every time I watch it though. Hey, every time I watch that movie. But yeah, shout out to all the sitcoms we talked about.
Oh yeah.
Awesome,
shout out to Wayne's Brothers. Shout out to Jamie Foxx Show.
Oh yeah.
Man, My Wife and Kids, classic stuff. I could go on, but
for sure, My Wife and Kids. Bernie Mac Show, bro.
Bernie Mac Show. I love Bernie Mac, bro. Yeah, man. Yeah, I could.
It's a lot of them, man. You have a whole podcast to get to that though.
Yeah,
if you wanted to.
Oh man, yeah, good stuff though. But yeah, man, sure. This is dope. Welcome, man, guys. This is Triple Threat Culture from the Swish Masters. It's your boys. Be sure to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We are the Swish Masters. And if you like this content, be sure to like it everywhere you see it, whether that's Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, of course, and your choice of podcast platform. We appreciate that support and keep on liking and subscribing, man. Tell people about it.
Definitely. Let me say what's going on. We talk about a lot of different things: music, culture, gaming, everything. So move right into the next topic, though. But most focusing more so on TV movie discussion, and we'll continue that right after this short break, though. All right, we're back. So, I don't know if y'all heard about this, man, but I'm a 90s kid at heart. Grew up there. I mean, I had no choice. Born in the 90s. And yo, a big part of growing up, bro, was watching Nickelodeon, bro. After school, bro. Some of my favorite shows was Kenan and Kel. You know, man, Kenan and Kel my jam, bro. All that. Yeah, bro. Did you have any like favorite Nickelodeon shows? Or were you more on the Disney side? Because you had Nickelodeon or Disney growing up, bro. It's like out of one of those two, for real.
Yeah, for me, for sure, was I love Kenan and Kel. I was a big fan of Rocket Power, Chalk Zone. Man. Just man, so many great cartoons growing up. Fairly Odd Parents.
Oh yeah.
A lot of good stuff. Yeah, man. I even watched the Amanda Bynes show for a second too. She was funny, man.
Yeah, the Amanda show was funny. Yeah. Yeah, and the heart of all that, creator Dan Schneider was involved in a lot of successful Nickelodeon shows. Man, he created. He had a hand in like a lot of them. It was like Victoria, Zoe, iCarly, Sam and Cat. Drake a lot of them. Drake and Josh. It's like he had a hand in like a lot of these on some type of role, bro. And I heard And this segment of Spin Cycle Cinema will be focused on the new documentary series, the docu-series that came out, Quiet on Set. It focuses on Dan Snyder and and some of the shows back then. And we both had a chance to watch it a little bit. So one of my immediate reactions was, in one of the opening shots, they showcase some of the awkward moments in these old TV shows, bro. When I'm watching it as a kid, I don't think about it. But now I'm like, yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
And that's questionable. So I mean, that's one of my first reactions. I was like, oh, and I remember that. You know, I was like, man, I had no clue though. But yeah, man, what was your thoughts on the docu-series, man, and everything? And Dan Schneider responded to the docu-series right away, but what's your reaction?
Man, I feel like there was, just like you, there were some moments played from old shows that I didn't think about as a kid growing up, that I look back on and I'm like, how did this fly? A lot of the just adult jokes that shouldn't have been made, that were just super inappropriate. We were so, I don't want to say desensitized, but we just found it to be normal that we didn't think past like what this looks like as adults, I guess. I haven't finished it yet. I think I've watched 3 of the 4 episodes, but from what I've seen so far, bro, I am just saddened, to be honest. It was like kind of like a punch in the gut. I mean, yeah, it was kind of hard to watch. I knew it was going to be some difficult moments in there, but just hearing about like the writers and what they had to go through with Dan Schneider and all of the, I guess, trouble, to sum it up, that Nickelodeon just kind of swept under the rug, was disturbing, bro. And I really just felt super terrible about how a lot of these people felt like they were in a position where they couldn't speak out or they would be punished for it, you know what I mean? And that's a dangerous place to be in. But I will say that my wife is usually the documentary type of person, but I'm the way this one is shot and it's just the content and everything. I was hesitant because I was like, this is gonna be a tough watch as I started to watch it. Then I like got into it and I was like, oh man, I couldn't turn away for a second. But like I said, I've watched 3 of the 4 episodes. Like I'm gonna watch that last one tonight probably. But yeah, man, that's a tough environment that these kids and these writers, this whole like staff had to go through, and it's just coming to light, bro. Everything that is done in the dark comes to the light at some point, so it's wild to see.
Yeah, as you're saying that, I thought about just how times have changed so much now where that wouldn't be an issue now. Back then, it was mostly just male dominated, and it was okay to make certain jokes like that, or to not pay women their full salary they were supposed to pay. That was kind of wild too. Paying 2 women writers for one. That was weird. So I mentioned Dan responded. He responded he agreed to go on an interview with a former iCarly cast member. This dude played Boogie in that role. So I don't know, man, who's the dude with the dreads? He on that juice bar.
Donuts on the stick.
I think he did. Yeah. So he interviewed with him. So, and then he apologized for his actions. In short, he would never do it again. But the main thing is just to correct it too, you know. And with all that being said, he still is on hiatus right now with the network, and he has so much power and control still. So I expect more stuff to come out of this though, because believe it or not, they've been speaking on this for a minute now.
Mm-hmm.
So I expect Nickelodeon to respond appropriately, as they should.
Man, if I know you've seen the series, but for those who haven't, Nickelodeon has had the same response after each episodes. Each
Yeah,
episode,
Nickelodeon has, yep.
they have an investigation apparently, and they are making sure that they stand on the high standards that they are setting for themselves, and blah blah blah. And I'm like, we're talking about stuff that happened in what year? When did Dan Schneider come on? What year is it now?
Yeah, he
Okay,
started what, like 93 or something like that, bro. And he's now and he's doing all this now. So like, yeah,
it's a
looking
bad,
good.
it's a very bad look, and I understand it in some capacity that they're a corporation and they have to go about things a certain way, but ethically, keeping someone like Dan Schneider with this toxic work environment, with the inappropriate jokes he's making to the cast, and the amount of control that he has in that company is crazy to think about. And his rise from writing and acting to being like the executive and dude that has the control of everything is crazy. He had an astronomical rise for sure, but I feel like his integrity is very questionable, to say the least.
Oh yeah, yeah. History won't remember him fondly for this at all, but he was such a major figure in developing those shows. Because I, for real, bro, everyone was basically a hit. There's not one show that just failed like that. Every show was a legit hit.
Yeah, so, to this day, man. Me and Nikki will rewatch Drake and Josh, or iCarly, stuff like that all the time, and Kenan and Kel, of course. It's just kind of crazy to think.
You did Zoe 101 too. I remember I watched that.
Oh yeah, so, and they had a spinoff recently, right? Like on Paramount Plus.
I ain't watched that, bro.
I didn't watch it either, but I was just thinking like.
But there's a spinoff of iCarly now. He has nothing to do with that though, so that's. I don't know, bro.
Hollywood is a crazy place right now, bro. I mean, it's always been a crazy place, but it's really, really being exposed for a lot of stuff, man, and it's sad to see. I don't think that I would ever want to be famous. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like there's such a dark side to it, that so many levels that we aren't even able to understand. And this is, to me, what is so crazy about it is that this dude has been documented, and there are these court cases and all of this stuff that's happened in this documentary that we're seeing now, almost 30 something years later, basically. But the crazy thing to me is that this is just what we know. Like, Dan Schneider has been with Nickelodeon for years. He's been the control executive director, basically, of everything, and places alone with cast, staff members, kids. And we only know so much of what's actually happened. So it's kind of like when you really like deep it, there's no bounds to what could have happened, and what Nickelodeon has not like elaborated on, which is very just disturbing to me, and I hate that. I hate that for everyone involved, bro. It's crazy to think about.
So yeah, if you grew up in the 90s, you probably want to watch this. I mean, you may not want to watch it, because some people, some reactions I've seen, that their childhood's ruined. They can't watch this no more. So it's like, depending on who you are, you may not want to watch it, but we recommend watching it, especially if you grew up watching those type of shows. So yeah, man.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's like I said, I think it's a tough watch for certain things, and especially now as adults. But the more you know, the better. You know what I mean? Like you can have awareness of this type of stuff. You can, even in some capacity, I feel like it can help you. So.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, man. Remember when I was younger, I used to want to be on like all that type show. Now I'm like, glad I did.
I can see you on a sketch type of thing though. I can
Oh
see you
yeah, I
doing
used to
something.
want to do like a sketch type of thing, bro.
Yeah.
That would been dope. But on to the next segment, bro.
Yeah.
Alley Oop Arcade, bro. This section, we talk about games and stuff like that. And bro, that was such a bad launch, bro. I know we talked before, like how we love Star Wars, bro. We played
Yeah.
Battlefront. Battlefront was awesome, man.
Classic.
Classic, bro. It was awesome, bro. If y'all are not familiar with the game, you're literally doing missions. I would say it's like basically Call of Duty, but for Star Wars version, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's real fun, man. And dude, they relaunched a classic edition, which is the versions we played growing up. So the launch happened. It was like a couple weeks ago, March 14th, and it was so bad. It was so bad, bro. Servers were terrible. Servers were trash. People can barely play. And it sucks, bro. It sucks when you have launches like this, when you have such high anticipation. You're paying all this money for the game to not do anything. So it sucks when launches like that happen in general, bro. But Star Wars, Battlefront, this huge opportunity. They failed spectacularly. Like it's crazy how amazingly they failed. I'm very surprised at that. But at the same time, maybe I shouldn't be surprised because it's, oh man,
Yeah.
bro. It's tough. I feel like that was a gay. I'm sure.
Yeah. I remember having the original Star Wars Battlefront on the original Xbox, bro, and I used to go in. I used to love just playing with the classic clone troopers.
Same.
And just all they had pretty much, if you played, I had both games, Battlefront 1 and 2, and they pretty much had all the systems in Star Wars that, or at least the ones that at that time were existing in the Star Wars universe. This is like mid 2000s, you know, so it was super fun. And I think that when you compare it to now, there's so much that is like with games specifically online. But there's so much specifically online with games that it kind of is limiting in a way. Like my wife and I were talking about this the other day, like how you have to, like if you have a Nintendo Switch, you can't play with as many people. Like we used to like literally sit in front of the TV together, plug the game up, plug up the controllers, and we playing split screen. You know what I mean? Like that was super fun. Now it's about the servers. You gotta have great Wi-Fi to be able to have a clear connection during the game, talk to people on the game. And I feel like it's just become so limiting for the experience of the game because you got lags, you get kicked out of the game, too many people on at once. And unfortunately, a classic great game, in my opinion, suffered from something like this. Because this, to me, should have been money in the bank. Right now, Disney is doing their thing to me with Star Wars. I recently started watching Ahsoka. They're going in the right direction finally with Star Wars. And this was just like, dang, man, all y'all had to do was I'm making it so simple, but
right. But they didn't just announce a new show that was like full.
They did.
I feel like people didn't like it. I didn't look at it though.
I
heard people didn't like it. I forgot what it's called. It starts with an A though. I forgot.
It's called Acolyte.
Yeah, that's
and
it. Yeah.
It's, to give you some premise, it's set before Episode 1. I'll just put it that way. It's like a
Oh, like
prequel.
the prequel to the prequel.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Old Republic.
Okay.
From my
we've seen different stuff from the Old Republic from like different books and stuff. Like that should be good, but I don't know why people don't like it.
From what my understanding from at least Twitter is that it's set in the Old Republic, but it's conflicting with stuff that's said in the movies.
Oh, that messed up then. Yeah, you can't do that.
So that's my understanding of it. I won't go into specifics, but I think from what I've heard, I haven't seen the show yet, obviously.
I got you. Yeah, I haven't seen the show, but yeah, man. Yeah, it sucks when they have launches like this. That's bad. I remember a lot of people were excited for Cyberpunk when that came out. That had a bad launch. But Cyberpunk corrected themselves, and now it turns out to be one of the best games ever. And I don't know if y'all ever played that. It's an RPG. It's a really good game. I highly recommend y'all play that. But they corrected themselves, and now it's one of the best games ever. I don't know if they ever do that with the Star Wars game. I don't know if they will, because this is a whole different company. This is EA, which is a lot of other issues right now. So... so I don't know, man. Yeah. So there's some other cool gaming stuff. If you're a Spider-Man fan, Spider-Man released another patch update to Marvel Spider-Man 2. You can have other cosmetic changes, new game plus, other things. The main thing we're waiting on for Spider-Man 2 is actually more DLC story related content, like we did with Marvel Spider-Man 1. But yeah, let us know your thoughts on this. Do you have Star Wars Battlefront Classic Edition? Are you playing it? Do you want to go in and sue EA together? Because EA's trash. They did do well this college football launch though, bro. Did they get that right? I'm cool. But they disappoint us the college football launch, bro. I'm gonna be EA. Y'all tripping.
I think that because we're in such this like instant micro demand era, that they rush through stuff so quickly and make errors, and then they have to redo it. But if they were to just like take their time with it, like certain stuff, I get like, all right, people want to hurry up and do whatever. But I feel like certain properties, certain games, certain franchises, you really have to flesh it out and take your time to make it the best you can. Because otherwise, if you just put it out there to be like and throw the name on it because it's a big brand, it's not going to go well.
Exactly, especially if you have the type of fan base it is. Football, major fan base. Star Wars, major fan base. That's a very good point, man. So,
yeah.
Just trash, bro.
I don't know if you've seen this yet, but I don't know much about like the backstory to it, but I saw a trailer for a new Marvel game. I don't know if you...
I did too. Oh, yeah. It was like World War II era type stuff.
Yeah,
Black Panther. Captain America. Yeah, I saw that trailer too, bro. I was like, okay, I didn't know they had another game. Apparently they had a reaching theme, bro, and they announced it. I was like, oh, because I never heard of it. Because this is not from Insomniac. Who's making this game? Let me look real quick. Because like Insomniac is making like Wolverine, that's gonna come out soon. The next Spider-Man game. There's a new Captain America game. Not Captain America. Iron Man game being developed right now. And Marvel's coming with the games. And it's just different companies, bro.
Yeah.
I saw the trailer though. The trailer looked nice though. And again, all it is was like a story type trailer thing. I don't know anything about gameplay or anything like that, but it looks good.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to be set around World War II era with this number of Avengers. You got Black Panther, Captain America. I forgot the other two. I think it's 4 of them.
Yeah. So The game I think is called Captain America and Black Panther World War II or something like that. Or no, I know what it is. Rise of Hydra. And I saw this. I just happened to be. I guess I was scrolling on YouTube or
Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra.
Okay, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I saw it like randomly, and I was like, "What is this?" Because I was like, "Is this a movie?"
Me
and
too.
Then I was like, "Oh."
So I was like, "Yeah, that's how I came across it."
I was like, "This is
what
random. This is so random." So I was like, "What is this?" And I learned there was a game, and I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." The graphics, because it was like, "All right, is this animation? Is this like a cartoon movie? Is this?" But it was a game, and I was like, "Okay, cool." But I have no idea like what this is stemming from. Like you said, they've apparently been doing some other launch that I just was completely unaware of. But I figured like, oh, that maybe you might know more than I did, because I was like,
I just found out about it too, man. But it's it's like I was saying, it's like 4 main players, main characters. Yeah, Captain America, Black Panther.
I think it's like
Gabrielle Jones and Denali. So yeah, it's being made by Skydance Media. So Skydance mostly did VR stuff before this. So this is going to be interesting.
Very interesting.
It's a video game. I don't know anything about gameplay mechanics yet. You just know it's action adventure. And just 4 playable characters. But yeah, that came out the blue for me too, man. I was like, wow. Another game we've been waiting on too, no updates at all, was Wonder Woman. I don't know if you know, you saw that trailer a while back, but I don't know what they have with that. Yeah, man. Now this is the time they announced a lot of video games, bro. I don't know. I forgot to tell you about this too. Did you grow up playing like Dragon Ball Z games? Like Tenkaichi, Budokai Tenkaichi.
I had one Dragon Ball Z game. I can't remember. It wasn't that one. It was I can't remember the name of it. I have to look it up. But I had one Dragon Ball Z game. It was fun.
Gotcha. So you want that? So yeah. But those of you that are into Dragon Ball Z games like that, they're coming back with that Budokai Tenkaichi series in the West here. They stopped after Tenkaichi 3. Now they just announced and released a trailer and everything. It looks so good. So technically the 4th Tenkaichi Budokai series, but it's called Sparkling Zero. I'm so hyped for that, bro. The same mechanics and everything. I know my brother's gonna be hyped about that, bro. Like if we can play that again, that'll be so hyped. Because we just play all the time at school, bro. Budokai Tenkaichi. Yeah. But yeah, that's gonna be an exciting game. This is just a time of the year where they're announcing all these new exciting releases. Yeah, man. A lot of games, man. A lot of games I'm interested in playing. We try to play. Ronin just came out. Yeah, it's a lot of cool stuff, bro. But yeah, Battlefront Classic was a flop. They need to fix that. But, yeah.
I'm disappointed.
It's very disappointing, bro. We could have. That would have been fun if we could play that. But yeah. But speaking of Marvel and DC, and that game also had a lot of potential too. I hope they do a good job with that game. That 1943 game. But let's continue our conversation about these new Marvel stuff, man. There's a lot of new Marvel content coming out as well, not just gaming, but in media. You see the Deadpool Wolverine trailer?
Yeah.
What you think of it?
I'm excited, man. Obviously, the first 2 Deadpool movies were great, and they weren't under the. Obviously, they're Marvel, but they weren't the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So this is the first one that Deadpool is going to be in the same universe technically.
Mm-hmm. And
I'm interested to see how it goes, bro. And they got the Wolverine himself coming back, Hugh Jackman. Shout out to that dude's been killing Wolverine 20
Since
years,
when,
bro.
2000, bro? Like, that's crazy.
Telling you, that dude's in better shape than I am, and he's like 60 years old, bro. So I'm shout out to that man, dedication, and no one else. It's gonna be hard to see anyone else play Wolverine, but I'm super like excited, super stoked. I hope that they let him really be Deadpool though. That's my only thing. Because the trailer, it seems like, all right, he still seems like Deadpool. If you don't know Deadpool, he's more of a, how do I describe this, Q? He's a very charismatic and sometimes explicit
For sure.
character. We'll put it that way.
Oh,
And but it's dope. It's the funniest thing, and he's got like just great action sequences. So I feel like they can really do a good job if they can incorporate his like truth and his nature and inject it.
It's rated R for a reason, so they should.
It's not for kids, guys. I'm sorry. It's for us adult blurs here.
They've generally done a good job with that too. That's why I've been so impressed, and that's why I hope that eventually they have more rated R Marvel films, because that could increase the everything.
Yeah. I know one I'm already thinking about that should be rated R. I hope. Blade.
They should definitely do Blade rated R.
Yeah,
they should.
Gotta do Blade just.
Yep, that's another one coming out. They had some. They have Fantastic Four. The cast was released for that. We'll see. This is like the third time we're trying to do a Fantastic Four movie.
Yeah, this would be the third round.
This is the third time, so we'll see. I don't know, man. 3 times. That's wild.
Yeah. I feel like they did a good job with the first one with Chris Evans.
Yeah.
He was the Human Torch.
Yeah. I like that one. Jessica Alba was Sue. I forgot the other dude's name, but they were in other stuff. But
yeah,
I like that series. They got to 2 movies at least.
They got a sequel.
Yeah, they got a sequel, but
that last
with Michael B. Jordan and dang, that I don't know what
I think it was Miles Teller who played Mr. Fantastic.
I think so.
Yeah, bro. Did not hit.
Not at all.
Yeah, man. And it sucks because I like Michael B. Jordan, obviously. Shout out to him for breaking that color barrier. But yeah, that one didn't work, bro. Hopefully this next one, I feel like they'll do a good job with.
Hopefully they will. And then we had X-Men 97 came out.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw a video. They did a side-by-side comparison with the. It's so cool how they kept the original song, everything, bro. I thought that was so dope.
Yeah.
I thought that was really dope. And then, but the thing about this though, they fired boy that created this show. This actually gets to our Joker Drive debate, man. Like, they fired this dude before the show premiered, which is crazy to me. That told me one or two things on the show. The show was gonna be so trash. Like, hey, we're gonna fire you now. Or it could be some behind the scenes type stuff, like could be some creative differences type stuff. Like, okay, we'll fire you. Or I don't know, man. That was just weird. That was weird, man.
Yeah, weird to say the least.
Did you watch any episode here?
I have not watched the new show yet. X-Men 97 is on my to-do list for sure. I'm currently when I first subscribed to Disney Plus, I started rewatching the old X-Men 90s cartoon. Gotcha. And I'm like in the last season actually now. So I'm gonna be fresh into where the story picks up at, I guess. But yeah, man, from what I've been seeing, it's kind of baffling because X-Men 97 is right now 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. It's doing great. And they fired the guy who was the showrunner, Bo DeMaio, who is also black, which I was like, okay.
I know he was black. I'm tripping.
Yeah, Bo DeMaio is black, and he, before the show premiered earlier this week, I want to say, yeah, I think it was earlier this week or last week, they let him go. I've tried to do all my digging, all my research to figure out like what may have happened. I have no confirmed reason. I just have that they decided to part ways. I assume it's a creative difference, and
I don't know, bro. But like you said, it was very successful. They hit 4 million views on Disney Plus in 5 days. So clearly it's successful.
Yeah.
It's
I know.
Disney Plus debut since What If?
Makes sense.
So
I don't know. I think they were working on before DeMaio got, I guess, let go, or they departed ways. I know they were working on the second season. My only question now is that what happens with that? Are they going to bring him back, or is the show going to go in a different direction? Because if it's 100% and you fired the guy that created the show and you already got season 2 in the works, I feel like there should be some sort of mending here because you probably want to keep that same success going into the next season. That's my only question at this point. Is well, 2 questions. What happened that he was let go before the show was premiering? And what are you going to do about the second season since you had a very successful first season?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know, man.
Very strange.
It's very strange. The only thing I see here is that it's a parting of ways, as well as best described based on this article.
Yeah.
Apparently, dude had a non-explicit OnlyFans account.
I saw that, and I didn't say it because they said that it was rumors. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I didn't.
But no, apparently, oh man, I don't know. Disney is a family company too, so it could.
They are. They very much are.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Anyway, it sucks though. They shouldn't. I don't know.
Yeah. Bring that man back. He did good. That's
He
all
did
I'm saying.
wrong, bro.
If y'all can't name a reason, then there was no reason.
Yeah,
in my opinion. Whatever it is, bring him back.
Right.
We want the show to be good. I like the X-Men, obviously.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna take one more quick break, then come back with the final segments of our podcast called Handling Harmony, and end it with the year 24. So y'all stay tuned. Back.
Yes, sir.
Sure.
We are back with our last couple of segments here for the show today, and we want to bring you some Handling Harmony. You know, it's all about music. You know what I do. I'm the executive producer, and we've been working my whole team here. But I want to talk about the Queen Bee, Beyonce. She's back, bro. She has been posting on Instagram. She's been talking to the people. Renaissance Part 2, Act 2 is called Cowboy Carter. If you haven't heard, Beyonce dropped 2 singles, let me see, around mid-February. Texas Hold'em, fire.
I've been hearing that everywhere.
16 Carriages, super fire. And this is a new look, bro. Beyonce is dropping a country music album. I don't think I've seen an artist of her like stardom pivot this way, like, and it's the second part of another album, which is crazy to me. But Beyonce's dropping it literally this Friday, March 29th. Today is Tuesday, March 26th. So 3 days from now, new Beyonce is on the way. And I'm excited, bro. My wife Nikki is a huge Beyonce fan. I'm sure she's gonna be probably at work. She works overnight, waiting for the clock to hit midnight so she can see the album. And I'm here for it, bro. Like, Beyonce is killing the game right now. Just came off of a crazy tour. I saw her live for Renaissance. Insane, blew my mind, and she's worth it. This is gonna be fun, bro. I feel like she's gonna do something we've never seen before, in a magnitude that we've never like experienced. What do you think about it, bro?
Man, my first reaction was I couldn't help but think back to how she was nubbed yet again from the Grammys. So I was like, maybe this is a chance to finally get that coveted Grammy, that one. You know what I'm saying? That was my first thought. I ain't gonna lie. And sometimes if you have to switch it, you have to switch it. Like, because I think didn't Kanye get one for gospel when he came out with Jesus Walks or something like that? I feel like it was.
Yeah.
It was like something. You know, sometimes if we switch, you know, I don't know, man. But that's all. I mean, Beyonce is Beyonce, man. Like, that was honestly my reaction to it. It was like a country album, and I ain't gonna lie, this song's been played everywhere. I hear Texas Hold'em everywhere, bro. Like, it's out there. It's her top song, one of the top songs on Apple Music right now too. So, and shout out to Beyonce for being able to stretch creatively like that. It's not easy to just go to another genre like that either. So,
yeah,
it adds to her stardom and her legacy and her impact. So, and shout out to Beyonce. Me myself personally, I'm not the biggest Beyonce fan personally, but but shout out to everything she's doing. Like, she's a legend for sure.
Oh yeah.
So
that's a level of versatility that you don't see every day. Beyonce's traditionally been, I guess you could say, R&B. She's done like ballads.
Right.
She raps. She's done house music. She's doing country, bro.
Rap.
Like,
country.
I don't think
she's done a little bit of pop. So
yeah. I don't think there's anyone who can like really say that they've done that many diverse genres in the span of their career.
No.
And still been like top of the world as far as celebrity. So shout out to Beyonce.
Oh yeah. Sure.
Yeah, man. It's been a lot of new music dropping, but also I gotta shout out my guy, Straight Stoner. He dropped some new music recently. If y'all haven't heard it, go check it out. 2 sides, same card.
Okay.
Got a track on there called Whistle. Of course, produced by your boy here.
Alright, you said it's called 2 sides, same card?
2 sides, same card. Shout out to him, man. He's been doing his thing.
Okay.
Straight Stoner is everywhere, bro. He's music, been on TikTok with the social media, the short form content, the graphics. Obviously, you got to visit ss96.net, get them shirts, get those hoodies, hats. My guy's working. Shout out to you, bro. I appreciate you for allowing me to have the opportunity to work with you. But yeah, man, check it out. He's spitting some bars, bro. Straight stoner is out here, man.
I see it.
Yeah.
Okay. See it.
Yeah.
Right.
We put out 2 new singles recently. I know one of them was called Whistle. I'm forgetting the title of the other one. Dang.
The other one's called Chopping.
Chopping. Oh, yeah. Oh, Chopping? That, man. The bars, bro.
Yeah, man. Check it out to this podcast, bro. Like, for sure.
Yeah, man. That boy going in.
Yeah,
Shut up.
I got it queued up on my Apple Music right now, so y'all go ahead and do the same thing. Check out your boy, Straight Stoner, and of course, executive producer. So yeah, I'm excited to hear this beat you put on this joint too, bro. So.
Oh yeah, it's a good one. I think it's, if I say so myself, it's a good one.
I believe
yeah, man. And of course, I dropped some new music too. I'm not putting any bars out here, but I got some new stuff out here. A little shameless self-promotion here. My new little EP I put out is called Night on the City. A couple tracks on there. Good vibes. If you want to, take a listen, chill, vibe, dance, whatever you want to do. It's out there for you. Pretty much every platform, Spotify, Apple, Amazon, wherever you listen to your music. Check it out. I do a little something here and there, so nice. I'm excited. Got more stuff coming. A lot of new stuff in the works down the line for sure. But yeah, man, we vibing.
All right, man. You're gonna check this out too. All right. Cool.
Shout out to my co-producer, my literal dog, Gumbo. He put out a new track the other day. We working on TikTok, so if y'all haven't seen that, I'm the executive producer on TikTok. Go check it out. Gumbo produced his first lead track. Shout out to my guy.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll send you the video.
You gotta send me that, bro. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, man.
I was like, you being serious? I was like, yeah, you being serious? I was like, okay.
Oh yeah, we're working, man. He's sleeping. He's so tired right now. He's sleeping on my foot, literally. But we're gonna wrap it up. Last but not least, we got our new segment honoring the late great Kobe Bryant. Year of 24. We give you a fact about Kobe, about his career, about his outside of basketball stuff, anything that you may not have known before or that we just are discovering together. And I got a basketball one for you today. From 2006 to 2010, Kobe was literally the only player in the NBA to make first team all NBA and all defensive all 5 years. And if you really think about that for a second, 2006 through 2010, who is he up against, you might ask? LeBron James, Chris Paul, Kevin Garnett, Dwight Howard, Kevin Durant, Dwayne Wade. These are some of the biggest names in basketball if you think about it. And this man was the only person to make all NBA first team and defensive team 5 years straight with those names. You talking about Kevin Garnett, you talking about Dwight Howard, all like some of the best defenders we've had the honor of seeing. And Kobe was the only one who was consistently there every year for 5 years. That just shows you how much of a great he was and how much, like, if you think about it, he was an underrated defender to me. I don't think people don't talk enough about his defense. Like, he was picking up full court. I remember he was giving D-Wade problems. I was, of course, at that time mad about it because D-Wade's my guy and I don't want to see Kobe defeat us every time we play. But you gotta pick up for him, bro. He was a monster on both ends, literally.
You know what, bro? As you said that, it's a shame that we don't consider Kobe more. Because if you ask a random NBA fan or basketball fan, they're going to say the GOATs between MJ and LeBron.
Yeah.
And maybe an old head would say Kareem or Bill Russell. That's what an old head would say. But But yeah, that stat right there is so unique. Like, he should definitely be considered like the GOAT more than he's not right now. You know, like he definitely should be considered the GOAT more so.
Need that consideration.
He deserves at least to be in discussion more in consideration, because most talk shows you hear is going to be MJ or LeBron, or most podcasts you hear is be MJ or LeBron. Barbershops, MJ or LeBron for the most part. And again, old heads in the barbershop, they'll be talking about Kareem or Bill Russell, but like that's about it.
Yep.
Kobe deserves more recognition in that category and era, and so like. So that's very unique and very rare. All NBA and all defensive. That's key.
5 years straight.
That's key. That's
key. Man. It's like you said, the GOAT debate is always it's like only two sides of the spectrum for the mainstream, whether it's LeBron or it's MJ. But Kobe, obviously he got the tail end of MJ during his later half of his career, like towards the end. Right. But you got to think about it, especially with Kobe and LeBron. This is like 2006, 2000 to 2010 was what, year 10 to 15 for Kobe? 2006 to 2010 was prime LeBron. Like straight up finals runs, deep playoff runs, Cleveland Cavs, ultimate athlete, all of that. And Kobe was the only person consistently making it every year.
That's the one thing I hate we didn't get to see, bro. That's the one thing I hate we didn't see, bro. We were so close to getting that matchup in the finals.
Yeah.
We were so close, bro.
Shout out to
Dwight Howard. That's the one thing we're robbed of as basketball fans, bro. Love to see Kobe versus LeBron. Ain't no.
Yeah.
But anyway, shout out to Kobe, man. That's a unique feat in that era. So
absolutely. Yeah, man. We appreciate y'all for tuning in with us. Thank you for listening, for subscribing, for sharing. We thank you all for just rocking with us. And stay tuned. We got more coming.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Like, share, subscribe, all that jazz. And appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good rest of your day and week. If you're more into basketball content, check us out on Thursday. We'll be getting to all things basketball, from NBA. March Madness is going on right now. Talk about some of that. WNBA. So just, yeah, man. Stay tuned. Check us out on Thursday at the same time. So it's going to be good.
Oh, yeah. Thank y'all, man.
All right. Peace. Oh.